Welcome to the John Ark Show. This episode is going to involve answering viewer questions. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, comment, and follow us. Also, I'd like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls from more than 100 celebrities. You can purchase a call for yourself from your favorite movie star, or you can purchase a call as a gift for somebody you care about. A live 15-second call is $19.95, and a live 30-second call is $29.95. So give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. The first question from a viewer today is, with everything that's going on now, is this a good time to invest in companies that build underground bunkers and sell prepper supplies to people? I don't provide investment advice, but I can tell you what I'm seeing, and that is more people than ever are stocking up on food, weapons, water, and supplies just in case things get worse. If you are going to buy those things, then make sure you buy food that can be stored for a long time. You want dry goods and you want freeze-dried goods. Canned goods will also last a long time. Now, you also want to make sure not to advertise what you have and where you store it, because if things get really bad out there, really dicey, then desperate people will do desperate things to steal your food. Always keep that in mind. Next question. Is this a good time to move out of the U.S.? Well, I wouldn't move out of the U.S., but moving out of the major cities is something that a lot of people are doing. Rural areas are definitely safer than the cities at this time, so you may want to keep that in mind as well. What do you think will happen to all those shopping malls that are closing around the country? Well, I believe there have been too many malls in this country for the last 20 years, and this is because of online shopping. Now, I think that more than half the existing brick and mortar shopping malls will eventually be repurposed or permanently closed. I see that Hollywood blockbusters released to the movie theaters in the last few weeks are flopping big time. Do you think that movie theaters are dead for the foreseeable future? Well, I think that once the government announces a treatment or vaccine for the people, then they'll start going back to the theaters, bars, and restaurants. The only question is, how long can those theaters exist without customers? Because if it goes on for too long, then they will end up filing for bankruptcy and being afraid. If that's the case, then someone will get the deal of a lifetime when they buy those theaters for 20 cents on the dollar, and then a vaccine is announced and people rush back to the movie theaters. That new theater chain owner, whoever he ends up being, is going to make billions of dollars, but how and when, that's the big question. So number 5, I love music and singing and performing with my band, but I don't know of any musicians making money right now. Can you help me with some advice? Yes. I would use this downtime to sit and write songs and music every day. Be very disciplined about it. Do it at the same time of the day, every day. Whether it's in the morning or in the evening, keep writing and keep recording. You need to build up a library of songs that will increase your chances of producing a hit. The larger your library of songs is, the more likely you will write a hit. If you have to write 500 songs in order to write one hit, then you should write 1,000 songs. Play every song you create for your friends and family and ask them to vote on whether or not they think it's a hit. If you spend the next 6 months writing several songs a day, every day, then statistically speaking, there will be some hits in there. Then, when things open down the road, you can go to your library of songs and start performing them or trying to monetize them. Remember, it only takes one hit to change your life, and the financial path is entirely up to you. Number 8, I really need a promotion quickly. How can I get it fast? You need to elevate your media profile by generating content on your social media that causes people in the industry to notice you and respect you. The more people know and respect you, the more likely you are to get noticed by your superiors and get a raise. And if they don't show you some financial love, then it's only a matter of time before other companies and employers do. Next question. My car is costing me a fortune by breaking down constantly. Should I sell it and get a motorcycle instead? Everybody I've known who rode motorcycles over the years has fallen down and been hit by a car or been seriously injured. Sometimes it can even be fatal. Oh, and one more thing. All the people I've known who crashed their bikes were great bikers, and the accidents were not their fault, not one of them. Their crashes were caused almost always by someone else who hit them or ran them off the road. Usually it's someone who was driving and texting at the same time, and that person hit them by accident. 11. What are the best TV shows or movies out there? Well, it seems like every channel or streaming service you watch has one or two good shows on it, and then hundreds of terrible movies and TV shows that are unwatchable. If I were you, I would go on Google and do a search for the best TV shows and movies that are now playing in your area and see which movies or TV shows on that list appeal to you. Next question. I don't believe in guns, but I feel I need to protect my house, my kids, and my family. What should I do? Buy a guard dog. Next question. I love comics. Do you think that you can still make serious money by collecting comics these days? I don't collect comics, but it seems like the baseball card market is red hot now. If you know what you're doing, know which cards to buy and sell, and when to do it, then people are making very serious money in the baseball card business. I need a new smartphone. What do you recommend? I believe that the Samsung Galaxy phones are the best in the world. I think that Apple phones are overpriced and tend to have technology that is always 2 to 5 years older than what you can get on the Galaxy phones. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you soon.